Welcome back. Still in conversation with Microsoft International. If you look at the overall strategy in the long term, in terms of launch of products and platform, where does India stand? Because if I'm correct, over the last 2 years, Microsoft has fastened the pace of launches in India. Where does India stand in terms of a product point of view?
Well, you know, as I said, we've got a very strong presence in India.
Yeah.
And the presence starts with product development, R&D. I will give you a couple of examples where we've got some fantastic contribution from the team in India on Cortana. I don't know if you ever talked to Cortana.
Yeah.
This is also a very nice lady. You don't see her, but she can talk to you on your phone and your device. And Cortana is that really personal digital assistant, enabling you to be more effective and actually more, to do more stuff in your life, in your day, in your transports, in your activities. And there's a lot of great talents in India out of the Microsoft R&D centers doing very advanced works on Cortana. Yeah. And Cortana can help both consumers in your life, but can help you in the job as well to find more, to actually work for you on your behalf, so that when I meet with you, I know all about you, I know all about your background, I know how to get, maybe on some of the issues you may want to tackle and prepare for me the right content and context for the discussion to happen.
Yeah, John, that brings me to my next question. The one issue in India is which global players have been trying to combat, some successfully, some not so much, is localization. Because you cannot be in a market like India without having that power of localization. How is Microsoft trying to ensure, fitting with the larger strategy of empowering every person and every organization to achieve more, fitting with that larger strategy, how is Microsoft working to ensure that localization, in a country where the basic phone connectivity is an issue?
Well, localization has many different senses. One definition of localization is, of course, the language and the way people can relate to each other. And obviously in India, like in many other countries in the world, and particularly in India, we've been able on a Windows platform to accommodate many additional languages as well, so that we could actually go far beyond just obviously English, Hindi, but many other languages as well that could be used in apps development. And that's something we'll pursue as a company as part of our platform work.
Okay, let me ask you about Windows 10 then. The response has been phenomenal in India. Typically, it was really products or pricing of products was Microsoft's cash cow. How are you making, now that it is available free for consumers, while it is empowering consumers, how are you managing the price gap on the margin right now?
Well, Windows 10 is a new era for Windows. Yeah. It is fast, simple, intuitive in the way you use it. It can accommodate the device you use as a tablet, as a keyboard, as a mouse, very elegantly. It's also the most secure operating system on the planet, and it can get you to do more things actually faster as well. And what we announced on Windows 10 as well is obviously this free upgrade. The last public number we shared publicly was more than 75 million people already a little while ago have already moved to Windows 10 and enjoy it a lot. And we see also a lot of new apps being downloaded on the store of Windows 10, so a lot of excitement activity as we provide actually a lot of opportunities for developers to have apps running not just from Windows to Windows, but from other platforms on Windows as well. So it's an exciting launch in India as well. We got a lot of great vibes coming back to us, and we'll say more publicly about that soon. So stay tuned on Windows 10 in India.
Okay, we will. We spoke about mobile first, cloud first. So we already talked about cloud. Where does mobile tie into Microsoft's India strategy specifically, given the fact that the market is saturated from not just a hardware, even an overall operator point of view. At this point in time, what is the effort being taken in order to claw into market share, in order to gain a larger exposure within the country?
So when we think about mobile first, we truly think about mobility of the experience of the people. We don't define mobility as a device.
As a device.
Device is a supporting factor, and we love devices, including our first-party devices like the Lumia, the Windows Phone, which we love. So we have some wonderful phones which are amazing, but we're also here to actually support a vibrant ecosystem of phones coming from other sources as well. And we also want to support all the scenarios we are talking about in Digital India, from the remote villages to the schools, the skills, to e-commerce, to startups and more. We want to support all those mobile first developments on any device. Okay. It could be any phone. It could be actually Microsoft Windows Phone. It could be an Android device. It can be an iOS, an iPhone. And we are making sure that some of the intelligence coming from the cloud and the front end I was talking about are available there. So Cortana, OneNote, Office apps, all available across any device. And I think this is where in India, which I believe is really a mobile-first country in many ways, we believe Microsoft can provide tons of value with the ecosystem of India.
So you remain committed to the hardware market as well, as much as the cloud and as the software market?
We do, and not only in the phone, we've got also some great hardware, I mean gaming hardware, obviously with the Xbox and Xbox One, which is fantastic. And so we love those devices to enable, again, the great experience for the users. It's about the experience first.
Okay, so Office 2016, I believe, is one of the latest products.
Yes.
What's next on the anvil?
Well, you have to stay tuned. No, I mean, I would tell you that there's an amazing number of innovations coming on the cloud anytime. In many ways, the biggest change that happened in our industry with Microsoft, we just don't release anymore our software every 3 years, and we say, oh, this is a new version coming. You have to wait for another 3 years. Windows, now Windows 10 is a service. So that's one of the huge benefits. It means that you're going to be protected all the time with the new security patches that you need to be protected from. You're going to receive continuous innovation in your device so that we add a lot of new capabilities as you sleep, and when you wake up, you enjoy all of that. And we do that on the cloud and Azure the same way. So this is a new world in which we provide continuous innovation seamlessly to all the people who want to achieve more every day.
Okay. Aja, at the point when Satya made his mission statement public about empowering every person and organization to achieve more, he also said that Microsoft right now has undergone a consolidation and would not shy away from making tough decisions. In that case, what are the services, what are the products, or what are the innovative capabilities that stand out, and what are the ones that would probably be sidelined or left behind in terms of focus for Microsoft's global strategy?
You know, clearly Satya has made already with the company a few hard decisions, so I'm not going to come back to them, but they were made, and it will keep making some hard decisions when it makes sense. I think at the end of the day, it's about staying very clear and pure on the mission of the company, which you summarized really well, and really want to make sure that everything we do from an R&D perspective, which is a huge budget, it's more than $11 billion per year we invest on R&D, is really accretive to that mission. And so this is why you see us extending investment on the Azure platform, which is not just infrastructure, it's platform as service, software as service, Office 365, CRM Online, and business processes as well. And while we also create some new experiences with Windows 10 and all the Windows ecosystem of devices in the planet. So all of that is going in the same direction, empowering that single user, single company everywhere to achieve more.
Okay. You just spoke about R&D. Quick clarification. Where does India stand in the overall Microsoft R&D capability? Is India the second largest market, or is it the first? I'm getting the statistics.
Well, we've got to see the US, which is the largest footprint, and then we've got India.
And then it's the second largest.
Yes, that's right. And then we've got China, but India is only the largest we have there.
So tell me, in that case, let's look at a 3 to 5 year time frame. Given the kind of capability, if India is ahead of China in terms of R&D capability, are you gradually looking at strengthening that presence, making it the largest market perhaps?
You know, we'll keep adding more in India. Again, the last announcement we just made, which we just discussed together on the cloud data center, is a huge one. It's a huge one. We keep adding new engineers as well in some of the areas of development. I was mentioning a few which are critical to the future of Microsoft, like Cortana, business analytics, and more. So we are in the game for the long run in India after 25 years, and we see many more opportunities to contribute to Digital India.
Okay. Last 2 quick questions. Is Microsoft more bullish about India? You've been in India for very long. At no point, even during the time when there was a downturn, when there was some amount of concern, Microsoft has been ahead. I get that. But the fact is that global technology players have had their downs significantly in India. Are you more bullish about India now with the new government's Digital India Drive, Make in India Drive, clear efforts being taken towards walking the path of reform, whether or not it's happened? I want to understand if you're more bullish now than you were 2 years ago.
We are very bullish in India. It's really one of the countries where we as a company, me personally, my role as I lead all those global markets, I'm very bullish. I see an acceleration of our growth, enabling growth of many, many, many economic agents in India. And this is why, again, we'll keep investing more in India.
Okay, last question then. India versus China, Brazil, the entire BRIC pack. Given the volatility in the other markets, does India stand out in that case?
Oh, India does very well these days.
You're still not telling me if it stands out or not.
It stands out in a very good way. Absolutely, I confirm. Okay. Absolutely. Right. This is an exciting place, exciting country, fantastic people to work with, and build, again, a big momentum on the digital world. And the world is going digital, and India is one of the agents of change for the digitization of the world.
All right, Jean, thank you so much for speaking to CNBC TV 18. Pleasure to have you. So that was Jean-Philippe Courtois of Microsoft International talking about Microsoft's long-term strategy in India. Microsoft continues to remain bullish, and going forward, it is confident that India will play a role in contributing to the digital revolution in the world. Thank you so much for watching the special show.